Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over the new multiplayer dev blog that the devs have posted on the forums. It was posted a little bit earlier this week, but I didn't get the time to go over it. There was a lot of stuff that was going on in my life and also in updates terms, what's it called when it comes to Bannerlord, so I kind of fell behind. But we are back on track, we are going to go over it. So as you can see, we have a little post talking about what they want to do, what they've done so far, and stuff of that nature. Also, there is a ton of dev replies to this. Like, it just keeps going. Like, every page has a couple. So, there's probably going to be like a part 2 and a part 3 to this video. We're going to go over the first couple of pages in this video, and then I think once it reaches like the 20-30 minute mark, then we're going to cut it off, and then I'm going to record the other 2 parts, and I'm going to probably drop them one a day or something like that. But yeah, there's a lot to go over. There's a lot of information from the devs about the multiplayer and what's to come and all of that. So yeah, let's go through it. Let's see what it is, and let's see what's to come. By the way, I'm going to link this down below in the description, so if you do want to read this for yourself and you want to read through every page of all the developers stuff, then you're free to do so. The link will be down below. But let's get right into it. So, statement regarding plans for multiplayer Volume 3. Warriors of Calradia, we would like to take this opportunity to share with you some of the improvements we've made and our future plans regarding multiplayer. The most important and the most anticipated of the changes are the updated combat parameters. Yes, we've heard a lot about these, and a lot of people are waiting for these because pretty much they work with the community and very active community members to make these changes, so they should be good ones. We consider all the player feedback, took inspiration from the community suggested setting, and play tested many times to settle on the current parameters. These changes also required the readjustment of all weapons, so we are eagerly expecting everyone's feedback once the changes go live on our beta servers. Troops also had significant changes, and these adjustments are just one step of an ongoing process. We are relatively happy with how the heavy classes play. We want to set a baseline with them. Sorry, I can't read. And we want to set a baseline with them while we do further adjustments in the future. Two new skirmish maps are joining the map rotation, and they will be playable in the new beta. More maps for other games are also in various stages of production. Solving the stability issues in Siege mode turned out to be more challenging than anticipated. Even though we addressed most of the issues, few still remain, and fixing them still holds top priority. Additionally, players who are helping their team by completing objectives in Siege mode will now receive additional gold for their contributions. The first iteration of the clan system will go live with the next patch and will be available on the beta branch. The clan system will be in place to easily form a community and find friends to play with. It also allowed the organization of scheduled matches for more competitive players. We have many more exciting features planned for the clan system and for both social and competitive clans. A basic version of the Spectator Mode is being worked on at the moment, which will allow for competitive events to be broadcasted as soon as possible. This will also there's also a more robust Spectator Mode planned for the future. Finally, ranked matchmaking and new game modes are other features that are currently in the development pipeline. Stay tuned. So that's a lot of stuff right there. So let's go over it one by one. So obviously first, the weapon changes and the troop changes. It is confirmed that it will be going to single player as well, but you won't really notice a difference because you don't really have that much one-on-one fights. It's usually, you know, you're fighting an army of a couple hundred with your couple hundred. But the changes to troops and their armor and buffs and stuff like that are coming to both multiplayer and single player, as the devs have stated before. And these changes also, that, like I said before, a lot of active community members, they pretty much did these changes with the developers, and they were very happy with the results. So hopefully when this goes live, players are very happy as well. The 2 new maps, we did hear about this, so it's good that we are getting some new maps to the rotation, and also, like they said, we're getting more maps to different game modes, and those are obviously still in production. We got some stability changes that are coming soon because they are, what's it called, kind of challenging right now, but they are top priority. What else? This is a big one. Pretty much where players who do the objective get, what do you call it, more gold for their contributions. This is very good. So if you have an objective styled game, it kind of happened kind of like when I used to play Call of Duty. It was a long time ago, like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, those games. A lot of people didn't do the objective because going out and getting kills got you more, what was it, points? I don't even know in the Call of Duty. It's been a long time since I played COD, but you know, you got more points, you got a higher score because, you know, that's what kills got you. Doing the actual objective, let's say either it's capture the flag or where you hold down the bomb for like whatever time it is. People usually didn't do that because you didn't get the same amount of gold. So obviously, if you want people to be objective and play the objective, you need to make sure that them playing the objective gives them the same amount of, like, I want to say the same amount of points, but a good enough amount of points or gold in this situation to the point where they won't just go and get every single kill. They'll actually do the objective because that's just as important, if that kind of makes sense, right? So I do agree with this change. It's a good change to have, especially in an objective styled game mode. You know, you want the people who do the objectives to be rewarded the same as the people who, you know, get the kills and stuff of that nature. So good change overall. The clan system, we did talk about it in another video, like a dev speak video, right? And the clan system, it does look good. You know, the fact that, you know, you can join a clan, you can make it easier to find friends to play with, because your clan can have a lot of people, and then you can see who's online and they can play with you. I like that they will allow the organization of scheduled matches. That's very cool. You know, that's very cool. So if two clans want to like duke it out, see who's the better one, then they could be like, hey, we're gonna have a match scheduled for Friday at this time, Tuesday at this time. I think that's very cool. Yeah, I'm excited for the clan feature as well. Also the ranked feature here, like I really want ranked matchmaking to get here. You know, it's still gonna take some time, obviously, but and new game modes, which is nice to see. But the ranked matchmaking, I'm excited for as well. And also the spectator mode is actually a very cool concept because obviously, if you want a competitive scene, you need to, you know, have some tournaments either on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you choose. But they need to have like multiple ways of looking into the battle, right? From the spectators to the, you know, first hand, like from the player's perspective and all of that. So good change. I like this. Very good changes and very good info on what's to come. I think this is a very good step they're taking in the multiplayer direction. Let me know what you guys think about it, right? But all right, so okay, let's read some of the comments. Let's get to some dev replies and go from there. So we get beta servers with limited access again before we actually get to play with these changes on live. Rest sounds promising, but I was hoping that after playtesting these changes would be live directly, and I thought I'd read somewhere as well. Beta branch, I feel sad. Download 1.3 doesn't work. Bro, it's so negative in these forums. Okay. The fact that it doesn't work, that's a serious issue, right? But it's like I'm happy with these changes, right? And then you read some of the comments and it's always just like good job guys, but you know what I mean? I don't know. I might be the only one who feels that way. That's just my opinion, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like when other games even put out like a smidget, like a small update, everyone in the comments is like, yeah, hooray, woohoo! And then like here it's just great, but when can we get this and when can we get that? It's like, come on, man. And for people who say the 1.4.3 beta doesn't work for them right now, the devs are aware of that issue. They have said they are aware of it. They are working on it, but it's going to take some time. And like always, like I always state, if the 1.4.3 beta doesn't work for you, please revert to the 1.4.2 because you can do that if you have the Steam version. I'm going to link the video on how to do that down below as well. So it's a small video, couple minutes. It tells you how to change the version of your game so you can play the game, you know, as intended if 1.4.3 does not work for you. Are the clan features ready in beta? If not, please consider moving the clan features to live and skip beta for this one. Nobody of us will be able to play the beta while tournaments are running and competitive play continues. It will greatly improve the atmosphere and actually play the clans against each other. Okay. The way I understood it, clan features will be on the next live beta patch, but combat changes will go through the beta first. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. They never. Oh yeah. Okay. So look. So the combat parameters will be on the beta servers. Yes, that is correct. Alrighty, who's this guy? Okay, so as the original poster stated, so this is another developer talking. As the original poster stated, the upcoming parameter changes were based on community feedback from threads such as this. I'm pretty sure I've seen this thread. Yes, we've gone over this thread. Not exactly this thread, but we've gone over some dev replies in this thread. But this was a very, very good thread. And also the dev stated that they will make a thread very similar to this one that pretty much showcase all the new changes and how they change from the old value to the new value once the new combat parameter comes out, because they do want to help they do want to help modders out and just let players know exactly what changed. So I think that's very good. But yeah, the devs have stated in the past that they are going to make a very similar thread to this one with all the new changes once the new changes do come out. Okay. But also many remarks and actually from people that tested it with us. Okay. Making huge changes at the combat system like this is always risky. So for us, testing it over multiple weeks with a small portion of the community and soon with everyone on the beta is really important, as this is supposed to be sort of the baseline for future combat changes. You'll see a very long and detailed list of changes in the changelog. So I won't take away from that yet, but we worked really hard on the core melee fights, cavalry gameplay, and overall abusive mechanics that lead to frustrating situations in multiplayer matches. The rhythm of melee fights will feel a lot different while not completely overthrowing your playstyle. You'll instantly feel a difference with blocks, but also swings, kicks, movement speed, and such. One important thing about the changes we did is that we didn't want to make things impossible. Take kick throws for example. Instead of just disabling kicks with throwing weapons, we tried to find other solutions to keep them possible, but make them a lot harder / riskier to pull off. You'll see how and if it worked with the patch. Okay. Other than that, there were some new mechanics added to cavalry gameplay, making it more punishing if you make mistakes, and also archery / skirmishing was adjusted in parts. Okay. I hope you'll enjoy the upcoming changes. Feel free to tag me for questions about them, but I won't go too much into detail as explained above. After this release, I'll also work on the parameter list. See, like I said before, they're going to make a list, so modders can see which parameters have changed, similar to the community thread listed above. There it is. Now we got a question. Are the clan features already in beta? We need to test the back end of this before pushing it to live. Otherwise, it may cause a huge mess. So obviously, they want to put it to beta first to test it out. Makes sense. But as you can see, the rhythm of like fights overall is going to change. Archers have probably been nerfed a little bit. So is cavalry, to kind of, make them, because I'm pretty sure most people chose cavalry when they could in archery. I don't play much multiplayer, but that just seems like the right choice to make, right? Like if you choose melee, that's because probably you're very good at the game already, so you want to have your fun. But I feel like archers and cavalry were the way to go. But let me know if I'm wrong. So that's the first dev reply. There it is. Some more info. Now let's see some more questions, and then got some more replies. First, thanks for the hard work. I just wanted to ask how things are standing concerning a replay feature. It would elevate the quality of multiplayer videos by at least an order of magnitude, which is free advertising. That would be also good. A replay feature would also be good. See, there you go. We gotta thank you. That's what I like to see, because I'm happy for the change as well. And I do agree. A replay feature would be very cool, especially like if we are gonna have tournaments, right? Competitive tournaments. A replay feature would be very cool. Like let's say somebody gets a crazy shot with a throwing weapon or a crazy shot with an arrow. It'd be very cool to see like a slow motion replay of it, right? It would kind of like hype it up. That kind of makes sense. Then we have a reply to the question that they are going to push it to beta first, then to live. Okay, if this is the case, then your way of handling things is right, and I retract my statement. Thanks for the hard work. There it is. As this guy right over here, as this guy stated, we are planning to keep the beta process as short as possible, mostly to make sure nothing is breaking. Meanwhile, you can test the changes and provide feedback if you like. Boom. Cool. Boom. in that case, I'll follow what Bard said and agree that it's probably the best way. Looking forward to it. Thanks once again for keeping us updated and for the community feedback taking community feedback into consideration and acting upon it. There it is. I don't know who the right person to ask would be, but it seems clear you guys are making the right game modes for the competitive multiplayer settings. Do you have plans for casual play? Friends of mine who are casual players are often disappointed that Bannerlord doesn't do what other medieval games do for multiplayer, meaning just a game mode in a custom lobby with just friends fighting a battle against each other, just a straight up custom battle tool for multiplayer. So I can kind of answer this because we have read past things from the developers. So it looks like if you do have, let's say, 6 friends, right? Which you do need kind of more than 6 friends to kind of like do these battles if you wanted to, right? If you have 6 friends, you get them to a lobby, and then you can start a clan. And with that clan, you can then get into a custom game where it's your clan versus the other part of your clan. So you can do those type of custom battles. I think you just need to become a clan first. But if I'm wrong, correct me, right? But that's kind of what I read the developers stating, and that's kind of what it's looking like, right? Also, they did state that they do want to make it better for casual players as well. See, we have more exciting features planned for the clan system for both social and competitive clans. So obviously social meaning like casual. So I think like, you know, you can have a casual, you know, if you have, you know what I mean? Like if you get all the friends together, start your little social clan, and you can go from there. I think you can do your custom games from there. Excited to test out these changes as well. I am as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing how many percent of Gab's work into the parameters tweaking you've included. Okay, I don't know who Gab is, but okay. Maybe that's one of the community members. For the memes, I probably can't even play this. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Got another reply. Our current casual mode is siege mode. It couldn't really take off due to the technical issues we had, but they are getting fixed now. It should be more popular with the upcoming changes and maps. We have other casual modes planned as well that are being discussed at the moment. For now, you can form a clan with your friends to set up a game amongst each other. Boom! I got it right. Look at me. So yeah, pretty much if you you know, if you have friends, form a clan together, you know, and then you can set up games, like custom games between like your clan members or your friends, right? So there it is. Plan to discuss on a conceptual scale. Understand with this statement that nothing is created. Can it be? Well, yeah, they did state that some are in the development pipeline, some are being discussed, you know. It is what it is. They're being vague on purpose, just so people understand, because if they do make a bold statement right now, and it turns out that it changes during development, people are going to be upset. That's why developers and, like, usually, you know, even media in general, sometimes they have to be vague, because if they state a statement, right, people might take it as it's 100% right and it's 100% going to happen. That's not how development works, you know. A lot of ideas get thrown out there, and then they get thrown out, right? And only some make it to the actual version of the game. So, it is what it is, right? Glad to hear Siege is getting some work. I'll be playing daily if Siege was stable. Okay, that's good. When will it be available to the beta branch? It sounded like right now, so I downloaded it. It's not out right now. Just to let you guys know, it's not out right now. It's going to come in the next patch. I predicted halfway through the month, but at the latest before the month ends. That's what my prediction is based on what the developers have been saying. So yeah, but take that with a grain of salt. We never know, right? Let's go to the next page. Jesus Christ, this is a big post. So the dev said, interesting suggestion. Were you in one of our meetings last week? Oh, they got some meetings with community members. Okay, let's read this. If the devs say it's interesting, let's read this. I'm glad to hear about these changes. Fixes for combat have been long awaited, and more stability and improvements to siege mode are awesome to hear about. Also, the clan system brings some good changes, and I look forward to having control of which faction I play as. Never have to play as Khazaits again. I heard the Khazaits were good though. I don't know. However, I want to make one thing clear. Solely working on the competitive modes will not create new clans and grow the community in the way you guys are hoping. I lead one of the largest North American Bannerlord clans. Oh man, this man out here balling. and I found the 6v6 modes extremely limiting. It's really hard to grow past 100 members or so because you have to start turning players away due to not having enough space on our skirmish teams. The only time we can all play together is during the Sunday night siege event that I host, but even then we get split up between the teams because of the maximum party size and matchmaking is 6. What makes Mountain Blade clans special is that they facilitate large-scale competitive play on modes that support large amount of players, and that is why I made a clan for Bannerlord rather than a game like CSGO or Overwatch. Okay, so he's pretty much talking about like there's some limits to how much players can play certain things, and he kind of wishes that they kind of open the gates, you know what I mean, and kind of let you do what's it called, like bigger scales of players joining a game or joining a team and stuff of that nature, which makes sense. I understand the development of larger modes and the eventual release of custom servers that are necessary for this possible will take time, but I have two suggestions that could possibly be implemented. I have two suggestions that could possibly be implemented to help make it easier for larger groups of players to play together with the coming changes in mind. Utilize the clan system to prioritize placing clan members on the same team during matchmaking. Okay, this would work for large modes like Siege, and would ensure clan members were placed on the same team. This way, larger groups aren't split up and are able to play together. I think you would see a spike in activity for Siege mode if something like this was implemented, as clans will be able to ensure that they will play together and they are able to work together to have coordinated operations on the battlefield. Sounds reasonable. Create a large-scale skirmish mode on the Captain mode maps. This could also be a way to test a battle mode, and essentially will have the same system as Captain mode except without bots. All these maps are fairly large. I think a lot of players could be supported here, probably a 50v50 at first, and ideally support 100v100 will be added like in Warband. And with the new clan system being proposed, some early forms of shield battle events may be possible. Just some food for thought. Okay, so pretty much the Captain mode, if I'm not mistaken, you play as like the captain, and then you have some bots that you kind of control, if I'm not mistaken, right? And he's pretty much saying, hey, instead of you controlling the bots, turn those bots into players, and then it becomes large-scale warfare. Again, reasonable, good, I agree. Glad to hear the update from the devs. With that said, any updates on 1, battle, and 2, map editor? I think that would make a lot of people happy by providing discussion by these 2 points. Thanks. One of the developers said they liked the idea of this guy right over here to utilize the clan system. There it is. It's fairly simple to implement. That would be awesome. So there it is. These are all great changes. Looking forward to having them all. I have a question about the clan system and the I can't say that word. The implementation. I'm sorry, I can't read. Of the spectator mode. I'm not a member of any clans. I'm a neutral admin whose job is to make sure clans have a fair and healthy competition during events. Will us admins be able to join these clan matches in an observer slot despite not being a member of any official clan groups? The point of spectator mode is to allow someone to watch the game closely as it happens. That person can be a tournament admin or someone that is streaming for the community, or maybe even a random person. So there would be a clan limitation so there won't be a clan limitation as far as I know. Also, I believe the plan for later is to increase the number of such spectators. Okay, so yeah, if you're an admin or if you're somebody who wants to stream the event, then you don't have to be part of that clan. You could just be a spectator, right? Wonderful news. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you, Tailworlds. Yes, thank you. We're getting some good changes. Got a few questions. In the future spectator mode, will you be able to swap players from spectator to in-game during the match? What does it really mean choosing a faction in a clan tab? You choose a faction, then you will always play skirmishes and clan wars, or what? And the third question, do you expect the release of that patch in the following 2 weeks? Let's see if I don't know if we're getting a reply to this on this page. Oh, well, this guy answered. Okay, so I don't believe that it limits you to the faction in every game you play, rather just a visual representation. You'll be able to select any faction in every clan match lobby before the match starts, as far as I am aware. Okay. If so, will there be a system to ban factions? Clan system will allow both sides to choose their faction. They won't apply to the average players in matchmaking, no. That would be kind of cool. Like, let's say for competitive games, let's say every time you do like one of those competitive games, you get like before the game starts, you get like a banning stage, kind of like how League of Legends has it for champions, but you can have it for factions, right? Where you ban one faction on each side that you don't want to play against. That'd be kind of cool. Where are these meetings, and are we able to attend these? I think he was making a joke on how accurate many of Octavius' statements were. The meetings I believe he is referring to are the ones that developers have amongst themselves. Okay. So, question for Spectator Mode. For other games like Dota 2, CSGO, Smite, Rainbow Six Siege, and League, really anything with the Spectator, there are tools to help players watch. For example, I will use Dota 2. Dota 2, while you watch, you can view net worth. Let's see this. You can view net worth. Oh, it's like right here. Oh, so it's like some statistics, and obviously in League of Legends you have like how much gold they're ahead and stuff of that nature, right? Let's go back to this. Or change the stat chart, something like this. What are we looking at? Yeah, you just get statistics of the game live, right? Will it be anything like this for Spectator and Bannerlord? Obviously, from what it appears, Spectator in early in progress, so I doubt this would be in it, but would you guys implement this as well? As a man who likes doing I can't read, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. As a man who likes doing analytics / stats, this would be pretty cool to have, not gonna lie. True, it would be pretty cool to have. I gotta stop stuttering, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's the lack of sleep. I don't know. It is what it is, right? But alright, I think it's gonna end it for this video. We're pushing almost 30 minutes. Like I said before, I'm gonna make like a part 2, part 3, part 4. It's a long thread and it has a lot of replies. I'm pretty sure if we go to page number 3 right now, exactly, look, another developer, another developer, another developer, another. It just keeps going. But I'm gonna keep going for you guys as well. Part 2 will probably be up tomorrow, and I'll probably upload one of these per day, and we're gonna get through all of it and see what is to come, right? But like always, ask me any questions, any concerns, and stay safe.